Hey, welcome to The Explainer, where we take simple sources and uncover some really big ideas. Today, we're going to look at a word you probably use all the time without even thinking about it. And believe it or not, it holds a secret to clear global communication. It's a word that's way more powerful than you think.
So why this word? Drain. Out of all the words in the English language, what makes this one so special? At first glance, it seems totally ordinary, right? But hiding inside its simple definition is a clue to its incredible power.
To crack this puzzle, we're going straight to the source, the Simple English Wiktionary page for drain. You know, sometimes the biggest clues are hiding in plain sight. So let's just start with the absolute basics. Okay, first up, the noun. A drain is a physical thing, an object, like the drain in your kitchen sink or that storm drain on the street. It's a solid, concrete idea. You can point right to it. Simple enough, right? And then, of course, you've got the verb. This isn't an object, it's an action. It's the process of getting liquid out of something, like when you drain pasta. So right off the bat, this one little word is already doing two jobs. Now, this is where things start to get really interesting. This ability to be both a noun and a verb, this versatility, that's our first big clue about the word's hidden strength. This two-for-one deal is way more important than it looks. Think about it. It can be a thing and an action, and there's absolutely zero confusion. You can talk about the drain and then talk about draining the sink, and everyone knows exactly what you mean. That's some seriously efficient language right there. But here's the thing. That whole dual-purpose trick, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's something else hiding on that Wiktionary page, a tiny little note that completely changes how we see this word. Okay, this right here, this is the turning point. The clue that unlocks this whole mystery isn't in the definitions or the examples. Nope, it's in a tiny piece of info that honestly most of us would just scroll right past. And there it is, that one sentence. That's the big reveal. Drain isn't just some random word, it's a member of a very exclusive club, the Basic English 850 list. This is the key to everything. And that number, 850, it's not just random. It's the magic number for a whole system of communication called Basic English. It's designed for max clarity with minimum words. Being on this list is what makes a word like drain so incredibly special. So naturally, you gotta ask, what exactly is this list? What does it mean for a word to get picked as one of the essential building blocks for the entire English language? Well, being on this list means drain is a key player in something called Basic English. It was this idea from back in the 1930s, and its goal was huge, to create a version of English that anyone could learn super quickly for clear international communication. The whole system was built on this pretty radical idea that you could express almost any complex thought using just a tiny core set of versatile words. The whole point was to make a version of English so easy to pick up that it could smash through communication barriers all over the world. And the genius of it all is in this super simple three-step philosophy. You don't need a dictionary-sized vocabulary. Nope. You just need a small but powerful toolkit of versatile words, like drain, which we've seen is both a thing and an action, that you can then combine to build bigger ideas. So this brings us all the way back around. Why does a system like Basic English, and by extension, a word like drain, matter so much, especially, in the incredibly connected and sometimes chaotic world we live in today? See, the fact that drain made it onto this list teaches us something really important. The goal of powerful communication isn't always to use the biggest, most impressive words. It's about using the ones that get the job done, cleanly and clearly. Drain was picked for the list because it's so simple and useful. So what's the big takeaway here? Basic English is a great reminder that when your message has to cross cultures and borders and all sorts of backgrounds, simplicity is your single greatest weapon. This isn't about dumbing it down at all. It's about being smart enough to make your ideas understood by everyone. And all of this leaves us with one last question to chew on. The story of drain isn't just about one word. It's about a bigger idea. It kind of pushes us to look for power in simplicity, not in complexity. In a world that feels like it's getting more complicated every single day, what could we all gain by making things just a little bit simpler?